This morning, what we're going to do, I have a very, very special guest. I have Mr. Paul Humphreys, and I'm going to take a quick break, and I want you to pay attention to what's going to be happening the next part of our show. So I'll be right back. Thank you.
Street racing is dangerous and illegal, and one ex-street racer is putting his time and his money into getting that message out to kids. Paul Humphreys Sr. used to race for money in pink slips around the streets of Detroit back in the 70s and 80s. Now he has put together Motor City Street Racers, a documentary chronicling his era of street racing and how today's racing is too fast and dangerous to be done on public streets.
Back in the day, street racing was a lot safer, more organized. And the reason why I did this because I need to get people's attention, the young drivers' attention, because street racing is getting a little wild, and we need to take it somewhere safe.
Metro Detroit has a popular drag strip in Milan, but Humphreys says that it's too far for some drivers. He hopes people will see the need for a drag strip in the city of Detroit where drivers can race safely.
Those are things that you don't want to be involved in. The street racing, I know I did it. I know I've attended street racing races. I know what they're doing now. They're not only taking the race car, they're taking the car, the trailer, spectators, dogs, bicycles. They're taking everything at the race, and you don't want to be part of that. It just becomes something in your life you don't need.
Paul has been communicating with me, and I've been kind of keeping up with it too, because Paul is a proponent of a legalized drag race. It's a drag race strip.
Yeah, drag strip.
Drag strip that you want here
in the city of Detroit.
Why don't you explain a little bit to the audience about it?
Most people know in Detroit that we have problems with street racing, and going to a dragway is kind of far. We need something local for the people that don't have trailers to get out to the dragway. But if the city had a track here, it would bring a lot of revenue. It'll help make the streets safer. So that's one of the main things.
Right.
Make the streets safe.
And see, we know that a lot of people race on the streets in the city, right?
Right, exactly.
And people have been killed by, the street racers can't stop and someone has pulled out, It's just crazy. It's really, really crazy.
Every year in Detroit, people are getting killed in these street races. Police count 8 dead just in the last 2 years. And the danger increases as the speeds get faster and faster.
Back in the day, maybe the fastest one might have ran 12 seconds a quarter mile. Now you got maybe 9-second cars running on the streets.
What are you talking miles per hour there?
Anywhere between 130, 150.
Paul Humphreys Sr. is a former street racer who's made it his mission to get these people off the roads. He's produced a documentary on the dangers of street racing. He's appealed to the city council to build a drag strip where people can pay a fee to race safely.
It'll make the streets safer. The city will get some revenue from it, and everybody will be safe and happy.
I'm telling you, Detroit is really messing up. They need to have a track. They need to collect the revenues. They need to have people have jobs. Even though it's seasonal, they can make enough money to where it covers itself. And it take the racing off the streets and put it safer. They need to have something where we can go put our money out there and be safe and have the right proper equipment and everything in line, instead of taking the chances on the street and jeopardizing other people's lives along with our own. We're not going to give it up. Racing is part of our life. You can't take it away. You've got to have something in the city. I'm not talking about going out somewhere. It's got to be in the city. There's plenty enough room, plenty property to put a track up. We need to have a track. It needs to be governed. It needs to be monitored, and it's going to bring in revenues. And I see nothing but positive outlook on it. As long as they're going to keep fighting it, they're going to keep racing on the streets, and it's going to be damages. People are going to get hurt. Lives are going to be destroyed. It's not good. They need to open the track.
It would be nice if Detroit did have a racetrack right here in the city, then maybe we can spend some money and some time right here and keep most of these people off the street.
It'd be nice if we could get a track in the city to keep them going out to Milan. Just have a good time.
Now, if Detroit had another drag strip, I would love it. I could drive there instead of putting it on a trailer, go out there and have me some fun.
It'd be nice if we had our own drag strip again. It'd cut out a lot of this street racing and killing folks.
We need a track in Detroit. I'm tired of going to Ohio, to Norwalk. or to Mountain, Michigan. I was right here in the city and raced my car. Ain't that right?
That's right. The problem is we have so far to go to get to the track. And a lot of these guys out here that's putting these cars together really can't afford trucks and trailers and gas money to get their rides to the track, so they do it on the street.
There's no excuse for us not to have a drag strip here, something to represent what we do and what we like here.
Very interested in getting that Detroit dragway, so this is going to be one step in trying to push it. Got a lot of guys out here that'll be for it, so we all for it. We all pull together.
The city is broke. They don't know how to make money. We're going to show them. They put a drag strip in the city of Detroit. The city will not broke. That's right. They will not be broke no more.
Yeah, this Frank. Yeah, I just want to let everybody know if we had a dragway down in Detroit, I mean, it'll make money. And all these cars wouldn't have to be out here. We could be at the track.
But that's why they need to have somewhere where you could just go, you know. If they had a track open every night, they'd probably make money, you know.
I believe we should have one. This is the Motor City.
Detroit had its own drag strip. All of this that you see out here will be right here in this city, and we could be racing and having a good time and making money from it. Because there's a lot of money in this race thing that's going on right here in this.
Well, right now we have to drive over 100 miles to get to a local drag strip, round trip, and it's a long night, and a lot of nights we won't even go. But if you look at the population of people, there's a lot more people in the Warren area that wouldn't hesitate to drive 5 miles to a drag strip as opposed to driving 50 miles one way.
I wish that had come true one day.
And it's just appalling to me that they could support everybody but these citizens and our youth.
Exactly.
You know, and we need support in doing positive things and recreational things, as long as it's positive leisure and we put the safety factor in the program.
The safety factor.
And there's no excuse for them to not say anything, no response, nothing.
I know.
You know, it's like we got deaf ears down there when it comes down to the community and our youth and our citizens, our taxpayers. You know what? I'm just so sick and tired of being sick and tired of them. But I did go to the meeting regarding some federal monies come in through HUD, Section 3.
Mm-hmm.
So when the council come back, you need to attend the meeting and see what that money covers, what projects and programs that can be implemented to get support.
Well, the thing is, I'm not even asking for their money. The investors
that's
right.
Even worse.
The investors are ready. I just ask for their
Wow.
support. I just need them to speak on it, saying that this is something that Detroit needs because it's going to help them. It's going to help
And
Detroit.
they won't even answer you.
And they won't,
You've
no.
written the city council too.
I've been on them for 2 years now.
That's
So
ridiculous.
it sounds like they just want the city to fall.
That's what it looks like. I mean, 'cause they say they need money, and we're trying to make the streets safe, so why not do both at one time? So
Yeah,
absolutely.
So it sounds like they're on the mission to complete the failure issue.
exactly.
Tonight is all about us trying to get a drag strip in Detroit. That's what it's all about, trying to get the city's attention to let them see that we need a drag strip here in Detroit.